What is going on, guys? Drumvillain here, bringing you some more Pokemon Go PvP content, and we've got some exciting things in this video. We finally hit Legend rank, and we got something super exciting from GoFest this weekend just now. If you guys have played GoFest this weekend, I hope you had a good time, whether you had a ticket or not. Hope you got some Pokemon, some shinies that you were after. Now, I'm going to show you guys the shinies I picked up. First of all, these are ones I traded in between the 2 days. I traded a couple of my shinies from GoFest away, some of the ones I got quite a few multiples of, and then I ended up picking up around 45 or so shinies as well, which I'm going to quickly go through here just for you guys to see. We got 2 Dinos and traded for 1. We got 3 Skarupis, we got several Roggenrollers, we got some Whismers, we got Soak and Throw, so lots of exciting things that we needed. We're really happy to get. The Absol was our first shiny Absol after over 200 checks. That's a lot of Absol raids that we've done. We kind of expected it was just never going to happen for us, so we're super excited to see that. We've got a few nice spare ones. I love the Skarupi shiny. It's such a good shiny, and I haven't been lucky to get one before, so we're super happy to mop up the family this weekend, getting some Hippopotas, Hippopodus, Hippopopolopatopomus, whatever you like to call that damn thing. We got Chime Echo, we got a pair of Ferroseeds. We got super lucky with shinies. I wasn't lucky enough to get the shiny unknowns that were available over the weekend, but honestly, with how much luck we had for pretty much everything else over the weekend, I'm not going to complain. I'm really happy with what I got over the weekend. But that's not even the luckiest thing that happened over GoFest weekend for us. Now, you've probably seen this probably in the title and the thumbnail. There's no doubt that I've put it in there. But if you happen to click blindly and not be aware, my absolute crowning moment, my favourite thing from this weekend was this. We caught our Meloetta, and you guys are not going to believe this. It's insanely lucky. We got a 100% IV, perfect IVs Meloetta, which is absolutely bananas. The odds of that are pretty low, and obviously you only get the one, so when anyone that doesn't have a ticket gets the research to get access to Meloetta, we don't get another one, so you only get the one and then probably the shiny when they do ever get round to releasing that. So to get a Hundo mythical like this is incredibly special and completely made the weekend for me. Super happy with this and definitely wanted to share it with you guys. Now, Meloetta gets pretty big in CP. I didn't realize how strong it was, but it maxes out. I mean, at level 50, it's around 4,500 CP. At level 40, it's nearly 4,000 CP. So it's way, way bigger than I actually thought it was going to be. So since I've got a Hundo, there's a good chance I'll max this out and give it a go in the Master League for you guys to see how it performs. It's not got the best moveset, but it's not got a trash moveset either. So I'd be quite curious to try it out, see how it goes. Just because if you're going to max out a mythical, it really should be 100% IV one. So with all the GoFest things covered, let's talk about hitting Legend. Now, we were using the same team that we used in our last video. Now, I'm only going to show you guys the set that got me to Legend, and then obviously the fashion show. And if you guys want to see my Pikachu Libre, see if we got a shiny one, see what IVs we got, it'll be later on in the video, so stick around for that. If you guys want to see more battles with this team and a more in-depth analysis of it, you can check out my previous video. I'll put a link to it in the description, and maybe there'll be a clickable link somewhere, depending if I'm feeling spicy or not. But let's jump into it. So we started this set at 2970. So realistically, we want a 4-1 set to get to Legend. Now we pull a brilliant lead on the first match with Obstagoon. They bring out a Nidoqueen, and naturally we bring in Sableye to keep it away from the Obstagoon, and also to get, because it's resisting the Poison Fangs and the Poison Jabs from Nidoqueen, so we're just going to get in here. And we were a bit worried they were going to get to an Earth Power because we were a smidgen slow on the swap. So we shield up and debated with the Poison Fang. Now we have a choice of whether we go down 2 shields. We choose to let it through, and we get annihilated by Earth Power, which is kind of bad news because down a shield, that's not brilliant. We farm down with our own Nidoqueen, which is good for us, but they've got a Hypno in the back, So really, we need a switch advantage in this matchup. We either had to call the bait on the Poison Fang, or we had to just commit both shields. It would have been worth going down 2 shields to get switch advantage in this matchup, because Mandibuzz does very, very well against Hypno. Doesn't matter if it's got Thunder Punch, Mandibuzz just annihilates it. And obviously, Nidoqueen can tank a Night Slash from Obstagoon and would have put in a lot of work, and Mandibuzz probably would have been able to chip it away as well with some Aerial Aces. So realistically, you never know, because sometimes you're going to lose the match if you go down 2 shields, because if they have something like a Frostlass in back that's just going to be able to sweep your team if your shield's down, you know, it's a gamble you have to take, and we called wrong. So GG's to the opponent here. They're going to be able to take us out. Not much we can do. The Hypno's confusion damage is far too much for Nidoqueen. We're going to go down fighting though, because we knew we needed this set to hit Legend. So I was a little disheartened that we won lead and managed to lose the game, but that's the way it goes. Sometimes you just can't deal with the save swap. Like, Nidoqueen's a reasonable save swap in this meta, and because they're able to bait us with our Sableye, they're able to take switch. So, well played to them. So, now the pressure is on. We know we need a 4-1 to hit Legend in this set. Winning 4 in a row at this elo is no small feat, but we pull an Abomasnow lead. And this is kind of a good lead, just because Nidoqueen wins CMP tie, but they do sneak a Powder Snow through. And Abomasnow and Nidoqueen get to the charge moves at the same pace, but we sneak a Poison Jab through ourselves when they throw, so now we're back on even energy, so to speak. Nope, they're able to double throw. They have to make a decision. We decide to let it go down, and I think we're going to farm down with Sableye. I think farming down with Mandibuzz would be a little optimistic, because we're running Snarl, and they bring in a Blastoise, so at least they don't have a hard punish to Sableye. If they had an Obstagoon in back, I wouldn't have been very pleased, or even a Charmer, God forbid. If they had a Charmer in back, we would have just lost immediately. But Blastoise, we can deal with that. So we're going to throw 2 foul plays, get that shield out of them, and we CMP tie. And we're weighing up to letting this go through. We decide to let it go through, and we're hoping Mandibuzz can just sweep box him back with 1 shield advantage. We're going to throw straight away. We don't want to drink a Hydro Cannon. That's going to do good damage to us. We figure we'll throw this Dark Pulse, get Blastoise out of here, and it's a Mewing back. We've got a shield. Mandibuzz can tank a Wild Charge from Mew very easily, so we could have comfortably taken that match. GG. So the pressure is still on, because we don't want to lose. If we lose 4 out of 5, we tank pretty severely. So we definitely want to make sure we try and win this match. We get a Bronzong lead, and Bronzong is specifically in this meta to shut down Nidoqueen. Obviously you can one-shot with Earth Power, but the confusions are going to chip away so much. And we swap into Sableye, and they swap in a Kingdra. So they didn't have a hard punish for Sableye, and our win con here is to take switch. We have to. So we're going to shield the Octazooka, pray for no attack drop. They don't get the attack drop, which is super clutch. We're almost at 2 foul plays here, so we might get a shield and then throw again here. We do, which is really nice for us, because now we're going to have shield advantage and switch advantage. Kingdra is not as bulky as it is in Ultra League, so that's going to take it out. They've got a Poliwrath they're going to bring in, and it's got quite a bit of energy. It gets 4 mud shots or 5 mud shots off on our Sableye there, so it's got quite a bit of energy. We're going to bring in Nidoqueen, not shield, tempt them to dump some energy here, maybe make them throw another move. Yep, I think we might let this go. No, we're going to shield up, because we want to get this Poison Fang off on the Poliwrath, do some decent damage, and then hopefully Mandibuzz is going to be able to sweep this up. They swap out to Bronzong, they get a confusion on Nidoqueen, which hits massively, and we get Mandibuzz on Bronzong, and they surrender. GG. So now we're 2-1 in the set, which is super relieving, because now we cannot drop that many points if we lose the next 2 games. And we got a nice confidence boost for managing to flip that bad lead and managing to take that game. So, 4th match, Mandibuzz lead. I class this as a good lead, because it keeps Mandibuzz away from Sableye. You can obviously tank 1 charge move comfortably. I like to throw 7 Poison Jabs before throwing, just to make sure the Mandibuzz doesn't sneak a fast move in when you throw. They swap to Quillfish, and we're going to bring Sableye in here. And I feel like XL Sableye does well against Quillfish, because you can comfortably survive 2 Aqua Tails. Now, we're a little bit nervous here because Quillfish is very spammy, and even though we're resisting the poison jabs, it outpaces us to Aqua Tails, and it wins CMP tie apparently. I didn't realise that, but they let it go through, which is a miracle because we can keep switch advantage. It doesn't matter massively because we'd have had our Mandibuzz against their Mandibuzz worst case anyway, so it's not a massive deal. They're bringing Nidoqueen, throw this poison jab, pressure a shield. It's not going to threaten to KO, but it will get him pretty low. So we do get the shield out of him. And I think we're going to let this go through. No, we're going to shield. Okay. Yeah, well, they've got 2 moves. They did get a little bit of energy from our Sableye. We're going to double shield, which I think is a ballsy play. They've got a Whiscash in back. And the problem here is that we've gone down. We've used both our shields. Mandibuzz does very well against Whiscash because they have to throw blizzards. And they have to land 2 blizzards to KO Mandibuzz because you can comfortably see this, bang, it does good damage, but we can comfortably take it, and even a Mud Bomb from this range won't KO us. But we wanted to drop the defense on the Whiscash so we could chip it down easier, but it did give them quite a bit of energy. But we're going to throw another Aerial Ace because with the defense drop, we can just throw 2 Aerial Aces to KO, which is super nice. And if this is a Blizzard, we can probably farm down with Poison Jab on Nidoqueen. But the switch timer is up, so they're going to swap out to their Mandibuzz. We know they've used their energy. We're going to throw this straight away, and hopefully we can farm down before they get to a charge move. If they get to a charge move, it's over. We're just able to get it. I think they were just getting the energy with that last snarl that we took them out midway through. We're going to throw this Poison Jab, Poison Fang even, and it's going to be enough to take them out. GG. I was sweating in that game when I realised I'd gone down 2 shields and they had a Whiscash in back. I thought I'd blow it, but we were super clutch being able to pull that match back. So it all comes down to this. We need the win to make Legend. We were sweating at this point. We find an opponent. Hi-Fi 86 is here to try and gatekeep, and my heart sank when I saw Empoleon lead. That is a terrible lead for us. We swap into Sableye and they stick around and we're able to get to the foul play, and I think with CMP Tidal we're like a 1 turn behind on throwing it, so we should get this through, yeah. But them sticking around implies they might not have the best answer to Sableye in the back. So there's a glimmer of hope. They swap out into Dragalge, and this is quite an unusual. It's around in Remix Cup, and it's pretty strong since Dragontail got the buff, but I wasn't expecting it for sure. We're not expecting this to KO if it does go through. No, it does good damage though, but now we've got no shields. We're just able to get to one more foul play, and this will either get the shield or get switch advantage, which either way we're happy with. So that takes us out. We decide to bring in Mandibuzz and farm down this Dragalge entirely. We're going to take these moves, we're going to snarl this Dragalge down, and then we'll have either 2 Dark Pulses to throw at the Empoleon if it comes in, or we'll have moves to throw at whatever comes in here. And it's a Dragonite. And I was thinking, what? I have not seen a Dragonite in Remix Cup, I don't think. Maybe 1 or 2. And we decided to swap to Nidoqueen because we can get to Earth Power with that 1 turn advantage faster than Empoleon can get to a Hydro Cannon, and their shield's down. So we can one-shot them. And now we're a bit nervous they're going to farm us down, but they have to throw because we're at a risk of getting to a Poison Fang there. And we should be able to get off another charge move here. They shouldn't have 2 Dragon Claws ready. This Aerial Ace is going to be enough to take out the Dragonite. I was so excited. And then this, it stutters. The game lags. I don't know if the opponent left, quit or what, but that, bear in mind that that's sped up by nearly 2 times. So that pause was so long. I was nervous it was going to crash out. I was just going to lose the match. But we got the 4-1. We get a cheeky Frillish encounter, which is super nice. And we were a little anxious to claim our points. Also, the quick catch on the Frillish did not work, so we decided we're just going to Raspberry it, get it out of here. Ultra Ball yet. No time for that. Here we go. I mean, you know the title, you know the vid, you know we make it. Bang! 3006, just over the line. Super happy with that. We get the cheeky Karina pose. And this was on the Friday, just before GoFest, just the day before. So we were super happy, a very, very special weekend, hitting Legend rank, a 100% Meloetta, and all those shinies. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, let me know how you guys got on with GoFest, how many shinies did you get, did you manage to get a Snorlax or an unknown? and subscribe for more Pokemon Go content. If you're already subscribed, you're an absolute legend, and I will catch you guys next time.